All right, it's time to put another pin in our map. This is Lake Loramie, and this is our 10th state park and our 14th trip in our camper. I'm Andrea.
And I'm Dave.
And we're following the Fitchs. And we just wanted to thank all of our new subscribers for watching our channel and for liking our page, or subscribing to our page, I guess. And all the nice comments that we've gotten from everyone. And we just wanted to let you know we appreciate that.
Yeah, we camped with the Wagners a couple weeks ago at their camp out. And since then, we've gotten a lot of new subscribers. So Mike and Lynn, I know we've sent you a message and said thanks. And we really appreciate the mention that you did for us in the video of yours, and it definitely helped us out, so we appreciate that. So we're on our way to Lake Loramie State Park. It's Friday evening, and it's about a little over an hour from our house, hour and maybe 20 minutes or so to get there from our house. So we're on our way. We've got all 3 dogs with us. I've been to Lake Loramie before. My retriever club had the annual hunt test there every year for maybe, well, not every year, for 2 or 3 years in a row. We had it there. We used like the shelter house as the kind of the home base for the hunt test for the retriever competition. So I have been there a couple times. It's a pretty nice place. We've never camped there, like I said, though. We're looking forward to it. The weather looks pretty good for the weekend as far as the temperature goes, but I think it might rain tomorrow. It's like a 50% chance of rain tomorrow.
For Ohio, that's about average.
Yeah,
any day.
50% chance is less than our normal chances when we're camping. So we had about what 8 or 9 trips out of 10 or 11 that it rained. So we'll just deal with it. That's why we got the little bit bigger camper in case we get cooped up in there. We have all 3 dogs, and I wish you could see it. Maybe you can, but Tank's standing in the floor. Cash is laying on the back seat with her head on Tank's back, and she's sound asleep right now. So I don't know if we can maybe get a phone pic or something and throw this in here if we can get it. I don't know if we can, but just these dogs are crazy. Cash is the best card rider in the world, and Tank's probably the worst card rider in the world. You wake you up, girl? Dogs have been a little bit crazy this evening. I had a work event today and was rushing to leave there, go pick up the camper and come home and get a few things loaded in here. We keep pretty much everything in our camper, but the grill and our clothes and some, we have a cooler that has some cold drinks from Friday evening in there. And so I was trying to get all that loaded, and the dogs are just going crazy. I don't know what their problem is. We didn't camp last weekend, and maybe they just have camp fever. I really don't know. I can't explain it. It's like they knew they were going somewhere. They were rushing around the house and just being crazy.
Which probably means the old dog will sleep the rest of the night, because that's a lot of excitement.
Yeah. Yeah. Avery's getting old on us. She's now 14, and we've said this a few times. We think every camping trip is kind of her last one, and as long as she continues to go, I mean, she's able to go. Yeah. Well, yeah, she has fun. So we know at some point she won't be able to go with us. Alright, it's Friday evening and we made it to Lake Loramie State Park. So far it seems to be pretty nice. We'll go check it out in the morning.
Do a little more exploring.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. The dogs are freaking insane for some reason. I don't know what's going on with them. But they, the whole way here, at home, before we got here, they were going crazy. And then the truck ride wasn't very pleasant. Tank and Avery were just crazy. And then we got here, and they're finally all laying down. And Tank's right here on the couch. He looks like he's about to take a nap. I don't know what he's doing. Avery's asleep on the floor, and Cash is asleep on the floor over there. So they finally, I think they were just overstimulated big time. So Tank was running through here, and he went into our room. Realized Andrew was standing in there, and he had to come like to a skidding stop, and he slammed into the wall. He was going so fast. I don't know what's going on with him. So hopefully they can just
get some energy out tomorrow and
burn some energy off tomorrow.
Yeah, but that's about it. We're going to explore tomorrow, check out some of the trails and just some of the park, and look at some other campsites, and just relax.
Yep. So we'll catch up with you soon. Alright, they have these really nice camper cabins here, and they're right on the lake. So you have a cabin, nice parking, there's a boat dock, well, there's a dock right here. There's a ramp over there that you could use. It's within 100 yards of the cabins. Looks like they all have a grill, and it's a pretty nice one. It's a Weber. So it's not like one of the little shady ones that some places would advertise having a grill, but this one's actually a Weber. Looks like it's pretty nice. This is cabin number 2. The one I just showed you was 3. Each of these has their own boat dock. One thing. Looks like there's a wheelchair ramp for each one of them. They're all air conditioned. I can see the air conditioner sticking out the side. There's a grill, and then there's a fire ring for each one, and a boat dock for each one. This is cabin number 1. I think it's got the most water view around it. Well, I shouldn't say it that way. They all have water view. This one has like a little channel right here. This is the boat ramp that's close to the camper cabins. Alright, we're headed up to the Lake Loramie Heritage Museum. It's the Nature Center. Gonna walk in and check it out.
Last night at
What do they have going on?
Last night at 8:30 there was an owl hike. I would have gone on that.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
I didn't know about it. It was Friday night at 8:30. Meet at the Nature Center.
Apparently we missed an owl hike last night. When we checked in, they didn't tell us anything except for the wrong site number. So we didn't know about there. We got to our site and there was someone on it, and then we realized we pulled out a reservation and we were site 75, not 77, like the lady said when we were leaving there. So. Alright, Shrags. We just want to prove to you that we don't always make subs every night. Boom. Look at that, Jack. Here's your proof.
We're just finishing up our weekend at
Lake Loramie.
I was going to say Fort Loramie, Lake Loramie State Park, and another great weekend. No, it rained a little bit Saturday afternoon, but we had perfect weather. I mean, it was
What? It thunderstormed all night.
all night, but it didn't affect what we were doing.
Hey, a little bit of rain on Saturday. No, it thunderstormed like crazy last night. It was insane. So
Well, it didn't affect what we were doing.
didn't affect the camping much, but if you're a light sleeper, you probably know about the thunderstorm.
We still were able to get out and do everything we wanted to do as far as hiking and just hanging out around the campsite and wandering around the park and walking dogs and stuff like that. So.
Yep, it was a good time. When I first got here, I was a little bit skeptical in this park. Just, I don't know why. Just at first I didn't care much for it, and I'll probably throw this into the video. I talked a little bit about what happened when we got here as far as just not knowing where the water fill was, and then we're on site 75, which is really nice. If we came back, or when we do come back, we're going to try to book one of the water sites. There's a lot of sites that back up to the water, to the channels. Those are the ones I would think I would come back to try to get. If I had to camp in the middle section of the campground, I don't know if I would do that again. The sites are pretty close together. We had a lot of people cutting through our site to get to the bathrooms.
But
and
it was
stuff
nice
like
and
that.
shaded.
Yeah, it was nice and shaded. The site's nice.
It was a big site.
Big site. Site 75 is the one. I would get that again. I don't know. I would want a water site otherwise, though, if I came back. So, so even some of the ones that are right in through here, there's some woods. It's all shaded, but
or something.
if you have a bigger camper, it's hard to get them in here. And then also some of the trees, like the one right across from us, you couldn't put your awning out because the trees are right in front of the pad. So it's just something to kind of take into consideration when you're coming here. I think, in my opinion, water site, or I probably wouldn't come back just because of several things. Getting the camper in here and parked wouldn't be a big deal, but there's the people across from us had 2 or 3 cars. The people over here had 2 cars. They were parked at the edge of the road. The people next to us had 3 cars. The road is about as wide as my truck is, so it just made it a little rough to get it in there. And not a big deal, but still,
Yeah, I really like this campground. I mean, it was honestly one of my favorites. I don't know why. It just was very relaxing, and I like just walking around the water. And I mean, the trails we pretty much had those to ourselves.
The trails were nice. They're really wide. Like they're 20 feet wide. I bet the hiking trails over there, and they're well maintained. There's a new section over in the front part of the park that looks like it's freshly poured concrete, and it's very accessible for like big parties, and then it's handicap accessible as well. They had several things over there that were brand new. That looks like they were just put in recently, or probably this year, I would think. So there's a handicap accessible glider. There's this camper cabins.
Yeah.
All that stuff is nice for someone in those situations. So take that into consideration. That's pretty much it. The nature center was real cool. Had a lot of history in there. A lot of old pictures of the place. I guess they had drained a lake at one point. There's a lot of stumps out there, and it had a lot of old pictures from, I don't know, the 70s and 80s. Some were even older that were from that time of having a lake down. That's pretty much it. I like the park. At first I was kind of skeptical, but it kind of grew on me over the weekend. Everyone was nice. There was no issues, nothing like that. So
I think we've decided we need to somehow figure out how to get some kayaks.
yeah, we need to get a
Whether we
kayak.
get some inflatable ones or figure out how to, you know, put a rack or something for regular kayaks. But all these parks that have these lakes and inlets really kind of seem like something I want to try a little bit. So
yeah, a lot of these people here had kayaks. I mean, a ton of them. And there were people coming in that weren't even camping that were using, there's a really nice kayak launch up there, and they were using that. So this area, there's no skiing and no tubing on the lake. So there's really no wake out there. There's no one really driving boats around or anything like that to cause the, you know, to rough the water up or anything. So, these dogs. So we like it. Like I said, we'll definitely come back, and maybe with a kayak, who knows. So.
Yeah, and that was it. We had a great time. Thanks for watching. And
next weekend, one of us is going camping.
Yeah.
The other's not. So I'm taking a shooting class at Briar Rabbit. It's out by Zanesville, and it's a class specific to shooting from inside of a vehicle. So they bring out a vehicle from a junkyard and set it up, and you get to shoot from inside the vehicle, out the windows, and just different things like that. I do a lot of shooting, and I shoot 5,000 to 7,000 pistol rounds a year. So I take several classes. So I'm going to camp at Dillon State Park because it's like 15 minutes away from where we're having the class. So I get to camp next weekend. First trip without Andrea.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be nice and quiet.
I know.
So,
and I have a quarter marathon I'm running on Sunday, so that's the reason I'm not tagging along. So.
Yep, that's it. Well, thanks for watching. All of our new subscribers that we got in the last couple weeks, we really appreciate it, like we mentioned earlier. And thanks for watching our channel.
Please like and subscribe, and don't forget we also have Facebook and Instagram.
That's it.
That's it. Thanks. Here we keep sniffing it.